It depends on the pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a roll call, please.
Councilmember Van Buren.
Here.
Councilmember Burkhardt. Here. Councilmember Lamanda.
Here.
Councilmember Friedel.
Here.
Supervisor Lightfeld.
Here. We did the minutes. You did the audit meeting. What's your pleasure?
Will we accept the minutes?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Can everybody hear all right? Under correspondence, we got a letter from the Olive Company number 1. We have 2 new members that we have to give our approval to. One is Stuart Benjamin from Shokan. The other is Andrew Fidel from West Shokan. What's your pleasure?
Move to accept. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. The Jehovah's Witness congregation has sent us a letter, which is quite long, schmoozy. Get to the important part, so when it happens, you people will know what's going on. On April 13th and 15th, which are weekends, and April 27th and 29th, they're going to renovate the building on 28th. And you know how they work, hundreds of people come in and they get it all done in 1 or 2 weekends. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to park their cars up at Woodstock Chimes, the old Rotron plant. And they're asking us if they could park over here if there's an overflow, and they're going to use the other church in Shokan. So I'm sure there's more than enough space for their help to park. So that's what's going to happen here.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Does anybody here know where Spanish Shokan is? I'm serious. This letter says East Shokan, West Shokan, and Spanish Shokan. I never heard of it. Is anybody? Guess not. Okay.
Are you happy? I knew you had to do that. Okay. Someone wants a volunteer to be on the Olive Rec Committee. We spoke about it last night. We all seem to be in favor, so I'm going to kind of bring this up. Rob Schultes would like to be appointed to the Olive Rec Committee. I will make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Can't let people run away anymore if they're going to volunteer. Okay, the auditing of the bills. Highway vouchers 49 to 90, amount to $27,975.58. General fund prepaid voucher number 69 was $270. General fund voucher 70 to 105 amounts to $34,514.80. Special lighting voucher number 3 is $56.42. And the wastewater expenses for February were $29,320. Do I have
That's not bad. $29,033.20.
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I?
no.
No? Okay, I'll say it again. $29,033.20.
There we go.
Okay, now you're gonna approve it? No.
Second.
Okay.
Aye.
All in favor? Opposed? So moved. I like the next line. That comes once a year.
Yeah.
Cash received in January was $3,741,056.59. The January interest was a whopping $654.65. So you too can make $600 and some dollars. All you have to do is save $3 million and you're all set. Unbelievable, isn't it? Okay, modification, $713 on a transfer from 1990.4 contingency to 3310.4 traffic control equipment. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. I'd like to make an announcement on April 21st, which is a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The Ashokian Watershed Conference is going to be held in the Bearsville Playhouse over in Bearsville. I don't know if anybody got this card, we got them all. They talk about the lower sulfurs and all that sort of stuff. Okay, Tim Cox, are you in here?
Yeah.
Tim would like to explain, or I would like him to explain, resolution number 8 of 2012, opposing the proposed amendment of the Vehicle and Traffic Law, section 1806.
Passing out the, what's in the governor's executive budget. That's the actual language. I got one for Sylvia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Basically, what goes on right now is if an individual pleads not guilty to a traffic ticket, be it speeding, parking on pavement, whatever, they're given an appearance/trial date. Once they plead not guilty, they can either show up and plead not guilty or in writing plead not guilty. Once they plead not guilty, they're given an appearance and trial date for the same night. That way they come in. If they can't work out something with the officer, then we proceed right to a court trial. You don't get a jury trial on a traffic ticket. And everything's resolved. We got people locally who get traffic tickets. We got people from a lot from New York City and all over in between. The state police are a little different story. They can't plea bargain anything. So what happens with state police is we just go to a trial. At the end of the trial, they can ask for or are found guilty of that offense or a lesser included offense, and things are resolved depending on the case. What the governor's budget proposes to do is to require you show up for an appearance date. If things don't get resolved at that appearance date, mind you, you've already pled not guilty, you've sent it in, you show up to your traffic court. Court says, thank you for appearing. You can't work out anything with the officer. We're going to set a new date for you to come back for a trial date. When things may plead down, if you've got Town of Boa police, DEP, but they don't write a lot of vehicle and traffic anymore, or county sheriff. But for state police, they can't agree to any plea bargain. So if you've got a speeding ticket issued by a state trooper, there are quite a few now that get issued, you wind up showing up to court for no good reason. And then you still have to come back for another date for a trial date. So it's going to be meaningless. It's also going to add to the police costs, because if you can't resolve things that night and you go to trial, whoever the officer is has got to come back for the trial date. The main reason is they're trying to, the state police are trying to get all the towns to hire officers, or excuse me, hire prosecutors, or have the county DAs handle the vehicle and traffic tickets so that the state police don't have to show up to court anymore unless there's an actual trial. That's what's going on. In Ulster County, all the officers who write the tickets prosecute the traffic offenses, meaning they're the ones who show up in court, not an ADA like in some other